You like your girls chunky, you don't like your guacamole chunky? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pots, Pans, and Priscilla. Today we're gonna have a little fiesta. We are gonna have mahi fish tacos, fresh from Mayport, where we got the shrimp yesterday. We're gonna have homemade guacamole, regular beef tacos, and Mexican street corn. And I've made beef tacos before. I've made guacamole before. I've never made fish tacos, and Mexican street corn is going to be a newbie for me. So we are going to learn as we go, and I hope you guys have a fun time. The ingredients for the fish tacos are going to be our mahi, lime, garlic, salt, pepper, and some cumin. We'll probably throw some cilantro in there as well. We're going to get that marinated first. I'm also going to saute red onion and bell pepper to go with that fish. Our next item is going to be guacamole. Obviously avocados, and these are really good and ripe, ready to go. A lime, some garlic, red onion, salt, pepper, cumin. I put salsa in mine, jalapenos, and some hot sauce. For our ground beef, we're just going to use regular ground beef, but instead of using the taco seasoning packets that you can buy at the store, I always try to make mine with, well, I don't always do it, I'm not going to lie, but I'm trying to be better. I'm going to make my own seasonings from home. So all it takes is kosher salt, paprika, onion powder, cumin, red chili powder, and black pepper. The good thing is that you take all the garbage out of that by doing that. But guess what? If you don't have time to do that and you don't feel comfortable doing it, buy the 88 cents pack of taco seasoning. It's not going to kill you. Okay, are you ready? This is exhausting already. Mexican street corn. You're taking corn. Frozen corn is great to use. Crumbled Mexican cheese, mayonnaise, chili powder, black pepper, jalapeno. If you have fresh, great. I don't have fresh. I just have the one that comes in the jar, so I cut that up. Paprika, garlic, sea salt. If you don't have sea salt, it's okay. Any salt will do. Olive oil, cayenne pepper, another lime, and cilantro. Okay. Now we're ready to start cooking 30 minutes later. First things first, we want to get some marinade on this fish. That way we can do everything else we need to do, and then it can be getting even more amazing than fish already is. So we're going to cut our lime. Now, I just bought this last week, this little lime squeezer. So let's see how it works. Oh, I'm a dork. I'm professional. I have it in upside down. It works much better that way. Okay, so you're just going to squeeze that lime over the top of the fish. Add some cumin. Some salt, pepper, and some garlic. Okay, I'm going to get a little brush so I can brush this on there. And then you can just put it off to the side while you finish doing everything else, because fish doesn't take very long to cook. Next, we're going to make our guacamole. I'm going to use this bowl, get my guacamole ingredients. Alright, so I am using 3 avocados. You just cut them in half Obviously, you want to get the seed out. It's okay to use this spoon because it just had garlic on it, and you're going to put garlic in this dish as well. These are great avocados because they come out really easy. Now, Asa likes his guacamole smooth. I like mine, I mean, I like it smooth, but I like it to have a little bit of, like, texture. I don't want it to just be like baby food. So, we're going to make it the way I like it tonight. We had it the way he liked it the other day, and nobody liked it as much. So if you leave a seed in your guacamole, it will help it save the color. You know, it turns brown a lot of times. Between the lime juice and the seed, I don't know if that's a myth, but it seems to work. Once you peel what am I doing with these avocados? Opening them, cutting them, taking them out, unshelling them. When you finish doing that part, then you mash it. You just use your potato masher. This is the part I normally have Asa do, but he mashed it way too much last week, so he's been fired from that job. This bowl is way too big for this job. I'm already committed though. Isaiah's my dishwasher, so he would not like me if I dirtied another dish. So you're just going to mash it until you get it to the way you like it. That texture, consistency, whatever you like. Like I said, Asa likes it a little, he likes it like thin, like not mushy at all. Or not lumpy. No lumps. There needs to be lumps. It's avocado. Your avocados are all good to go now. You are going to cut your lime in half. Get your fancy little lime squeezer. And don't worry, I didn't have this till last week. So before then, I just did it with my hands. And that works great too. Squeeze your lime juice right into your guac. You can go ahead and add some cumin. Don't worry, I'm not adding a ton. It's just not coming out as fast as I like it to. Your red onion, which I left over here. I'll be right back. My hot sauce. Okay, so I'm going to take half of this red onion, which it's a half of a cup. So I'm taking half of a half and putting that in there. Some jalapeno. You know, this depends on how hot you like it. We don't like ours really spicy because we want everybody to be able to enjoy it, but I do want some spice on it. A little dash of paprika. Pepper. Little bit of salt. Some garlic. About a half of a teaspoon. Mix all of that together. Then I add about a tablespoon of salsa, just regular jar salsa. Some people add tomatoes. My family does not like tomatoes, but I can get away with salsa, so that's what I do. Next, you have to call in your taste tester. My taste tester is my favorite guy. So Asa, can you come in? Let me know how it is.
This video, I'm your favorite guy. Last one, it was your least favorite.
No, you made that assumption. Does it need more of something?
I need more. No, it's perfect. Just like that.
Perfect?
Perfect.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Is that on camera perfect? Or are you going to tell me after we finish that it needs something else?
No, it's perfect. Try it.
Okay. Awesome.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right.
On to the next item. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but we had to take a break. This is a lot of work. I was telling Asa, you know, the way your brain works, the way my brain works is I just cook dinner. Now I have to like think about it and show you guys, and then he has to get the right angles. It's a lot of work, so we had to take a break. And he's eating the guacamole, so if you hear him chewing on chips over there, that's what that noise is. He keeps saying, this is the best you've ever made it every time I make a dish. So maybe I just need a camera in front of my face all the time. But now we're done playing around, and it is time to move to the stove. We'll be going back and forth, but we are going to start the actual cooking process. So here we go. So we're going to get our corn going and our ground beef going at the same time. I know, crazy. This is why Abigail can't be in here, because she likes to put her hand on the pot and feel that it's warm, and she likes to grab stuff. So thankfully, this is when we do our break time that everybody has, like parents have quiet time. This is our quiet time, and it works out great. So we're going to put our corn in this one. I put it on a medium heat. You just put some olive oil, maybe a tablespoon, we'll say a tablespoon. Get that warmed up. This pan is warming up as well. We also have it on medium heat. And then this is where our ground beef will go. This one's going to be for our fish, but we're not there yet. These are 14 ounces each. I'm kind of following a recipe. Not really. You guys know me by now. But that's what I'm doing, so I just want to let you know, 14 ounces each. So 28 ounces of corn. Obviously, we're going to have leftovers. If you have fewer people, then make less corn. But we're going to take some of this over to my mother-in-law and father-in-law. I told you guys earlier I had never made this before, so if I'm doing something crazy, you're like, what is she doing? I'm going to try and play it off, so just go with it, okay? We're just going to let that sit there. It has to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, but it's not doing anything yet, so we're good right now. Let me get our ground beef. I'm going to use 2 pounds of ground beef because, like I said, we are going to have leftovers. This way you don't have to cook. Like today's Sunday, so between the etouffee and then this dish, I'm not going to have to cook till like Wednesday or Thursday because they can take this for lunch and have it for dinner, so it's nice. Okay. Now, whoever the dishwasher is in your family is probably not liking you at this point because, we did a dish for the fish. We did a dish for the guacamole. Now we've got pans everywhere. You can't use the same spoon. I mean, come on. So we're just going to let our ground beef do what ground beef does and get brown. I mean, that's pretty much its function. I'm going to leave my spoon in here because I don't want it to mingle over there with the corn spoon. No mingling. Okay, is that better? My cameraman said it was a little dark over here, so we're changing it up. We're still learning. We are not on the Food Network, so don't be giving us a hard time, okay? You're watching this for free right now. You want a refund? We've got our corn doing whatever it does. Our beef is going to be getting brown, so we're going to come back over here to the island and make the sauce that goes with the corn. This is our dip. Okay, I am actually reading a recipe. Watch out. Because, I don't know, I don't want to put too much stuff in it and it not taste good. So we need a recipe for this, okay? So this is going to be a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. That bowl that I used for the guacamole, yeah, I should have used that for this. But that's okay. Live and learn. Okay? This is our Mexican crumbled cheese, and it's going to be 8 ounces, which is a cup. That goes in there. Jalapeno. You can use a half of a fresh jalapeno or just cut up some jalapeno that you have in the fridge already. Some cilantro. Just get a little sprig off of here. Cut it up real quick. You don't want big slices of cilantro probably, so I would say, dice it up pretty small. Smells good. Smells like cilantro. Imagine that. Okay, so put that in there. Let's move this over. We're going to do a dash of cayenne pepper. That's a dash. Maybe half a teaspoon of garlic. So I lied. The only thing I used the recipe for was the mayonnaise because it was scaring me. Everything else doesn't make me nervous. Some sea salt. A dash of paprika. A dash of chili powder. And a whole lime squeezed in there. I'm so glad I bought this last week. So, funny story, I had to do a return at Marshall's, and I'm like, I really need one of those lime squeezers. I keep squeezing limes. So, I kind of got it for free because I did a return. Okay, I'm going to get a spatula. I know, why don't you use those? Because those are for looks, that's why. That's why I don't use those. You see my color is red. That's my accent color. Okay. Well, now I just used way too big a bowl for this too. So don't follow me on my bowl sizes. This smells really good. This is going to be mixed with your corn, and then you put it in the fridge. Moving along now, our corn is still cooking. We're going to finish that in just a second. But first, we're going to do our ground beef. Now, for all of you people that are on the keto diet, this is keto friendly. Obviously, you can't use tortilla shells, but then you just put it on lettuce wraps if you want to do that. But not using this taco packet makes this keto friendly. Look it up, I promise you. So, like I said, if you want to use this, that's fine. No judgment here. This is what we use. But tonight, we're going to have fresh seasonings. This is what I did last time, and everybody loved it. So I'm going to do it again. Okay, so 2 pounds of ground beef, about a tablespoon of garlic. We're going to add chili powder. The key is add a little now, taste it, and then you can add more later. You can't unseason something, though, if you already did it. Paprika. Onion powder. Cumin, or cumin, or however you want to say it. I know we always have these arguments over how it's pronounced. Black pepper. And kosher salt. And a half cup of water. Mix that together. We've got all of our seasonings mixed in, got the water mixed in there. And now we're just going to let that sit on low while we finish doing the corn, and then while we cook the chicken. I'm not cooking chicken tonight. We're cooking fish. So this is going to sit here while we finish the corn and start the fish. Our corn is all finished. It is ready to go. So we're going to turn that off and move over here. And then this is going to be added to our sauce we made a little bit ago. You just mix this right in with the sauce. And then we're just going to put this in our fridge until our fish is finished. Corn is in the refrigerator and the ground beef's back there simmering on low. We're going to add our vegetables, the red onion, the bell pepper to our pan, and then put the fish over the top of that. That's been marinating, it's been marinating over an hour now, so I bet it's really tasty. I'm just going to put some olive oil in the bottom of our pan, just to give those vegetables something to play around with, mix with. Okay. We have our fish and our vegetables in the pan now. It's already smelling good. That lime juice, really, you can smell that coming through. We're gonna turn our heat down to about a medium and then put a lid over it so all those juices stay in that pot and get real happy. I think it's ready. It smells ready. It's just falling apart. We're going to take these vegetables and just put it off to the side. Oh, this looks good. So this is what your fish should look like when it's done. It took about 15 minutes with the lid on. So it looks good. You want to make sure your fish is white all the way through. So if it's thick pieces, which these are, it will take a little longer. But here we go. We're going to plate our food. So thank you guys so much. This meal had a lot of components to it. And like I said, I've never made fish tacos before. I've never made the Mexican street corn, but I think it's all going to work out really well. We're just going to take tortillas, nothing fancy, put those in the microwave for a couple of seconds to get them warm, and then we'll be ready to go and eat our dinner. Thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. So our beef is brown, which is, that's...
I'm sorry.
Can you say that on camera?
What? That yours is better than mine?
Did you say mine is better than yours?
Yes.
But you said you don't like it chunky.
Well,
You like your girls chunky, you don't like your guacamole chunky?
I like my guacamole like I like my women. Hot and chunky.
Oh my.